Hello and welcome back to Shamrock Fresh. I'm Chef Chris Casson, and today we're going to take a look at some more unique items. Now, if you're familiar with Rochester Meats, you know that they offer a variety of items like your marinated, pre-tenderized steaks, all the way to their flagship item, which is the Cloud Burger. And if you're not familiar with the Cloud Burger, we're going to explain to you a little bit more today about how this process is done. Now, this being their flagship is only available through Rochester Meats. Let's go over to the table and take a look at some of the items that they have available. So the first three items that we're going to look at here from Rochester Meats are our pre-marinated tenderized steaks. Now keep in mind, this isn't like a prime beef program. These steaks are designed for more price-sensitive customers. This still allows you to offer a steak on your menu, but with a much higher gross profit at a much lower price to you. Now, the first item that we're going to look at here is the Rochester rolled boneless ribeye. Now this is offered here at Shamrock Foods in a 8, a 10, and a 12-ounce steak. Now these are all individually cryovac, as you see here, and Rochester recommends that you either thaw this out and cook it that day, or you can actually cook these from a frozen state. And you can see here we're still able to get the nice cross marks even cooking it from a frozen state, as you see here. Now the next item we have here is our boneless New York strip. Once again, you can see it's got that great shape to it. It's going to come pre-packaged, as you see here. Now our New York strips here at Shamrock are available in a 6, an 8, and a 10-ounce portion. Now all three of these are available in 10-pound cases. So depending on which item you're getting will vary how many pieces that you're going to have in each case. And the last item that we have here is the semi-boneless T-bone. Now you can see it's got that great shape to it. A lot of the fat's been trimmed off, still enough to keep it moist. And this is available here at Shamrock in a 16-ounce package. So you're going to receive 10 of these per case. All right, so now on to the flagship item for Rochester Meats. Now this is the Cloud Chopped Beef Steak Burger. And if you're wondering, well, what makes it a Cloud Burger? Think about the fact that no two clouds look alike. And what you see here in the two patties that we have in front of you is that no two patties is going to look the same. Now obviously we have two different sizes here. Shamrock offers this in a 2-to-1, a 3-to-1, and a 4-to-1, but even within its own case, no two burgers will look the same. So this allows you to offer a product that looks much more hand-formed. Now, if you think about a traditional burger, it's going to be ground and compacted into your circle or your oval, but by pressing it in the machine, you get that tighter bite and maybe not quite that loose pack you would if you were hand-forming the patty. Now, with the process that Rochester does, they layer the beef and ultimately at the end roll it to pack it down, but what that does is it gives you that 45-degree angle as if you were packing this in your hand back and forth. Now, it will also give you a much looser bite when you go to actually eat the meat. Now these also are going to come to you frozen and can be cooked from a frozen state, but you're offering your customer a high quality product and something a little bit more unique that looks like you've made it in-house. Now let's move over and take a look at a couple of the patties already cooked. Now as you can see, even from a frozen state, we're still able to achieve the nice grill marks across the patty. You're not getting a lot of shrinkage out of this, which tells you that it doesn't have all of the fillers. There's not the water that's added back into it. There's no fillers of internal organs or cheek meat, so you are able to safely serve this product knowing that it's 100% pure beef. And here we have both our 2-to-1 and our 3-to-1 burger, and once again, keep in mind Shamrock does also offer this in a 4-to-1 patty. So ultimately the bite is in the burger. Now you can dress it up however you like, whether it's a fancy bun, special sauce, lettuce, or tomato, but your customers are going to come back again and again because of the bite. Now Rochester offers you that bite because the minute you crack this open, you instantly see those layers. The layers that we talked about that makes it seem more like a hand-formed patty. Now one thing that we didn't talk about was the formulation of the patty. Traditional patties back in the day were 75-25. It offered a very flavorful burger with a higher fat content. These days we've moved to an 80-20, which offers a leaner product but not quite as moist as what we're used to. Rochester formulated a 78-22 that offers you the best of both worlds. It's a little bit leaner, but you're still getting that flavor profile from the fat that's in the burger. Now don't forget that we also talked about the other 3 steaks that Rochester offers, very price competitive and a great product for you to gain some gross profit on your menu. I hope you enjoyed this version of Shamrock Fresh, and we'll see you again next week.